woke up. He realized he only had one leg left. Naru planned to use his bleeding body to lure the predator. She then swallowed a herb that lowered her body temperature to hide from thermal vision. The man found a hunting rifle somehow, but there were no bullets inside. The gun was left for him on purpose, because the predator only kills things that threaten it. Soon, the predator followed the blood trail there. While it was dealing with the man, it didn't notice Naru right behind it. She fired and blew off the predator's mask, grabbed it, and ran deep into the jungle. The predator roared in fury. Naru reached a swamp where she had already set multiple traps. She placed the helmet in a very obvious spot and left the severed leg in the middle of the swamp. The predator soon followed the blood trail there. Seeing the limb ahead, it sensed danger and hesitated to move forward. Naru waited in a tree for it to take the bait, but it didn't enter the trap, losing patience. She jumped straight down onto the predator and slashed at it wildly. In pain, the predator threw her aside, then raised its spear to finish her. At the last second, the dog leapt in and knocked it off course. The spear missed. The dog barked, signaling her to run, and Naru instantly understood. She sprinted into the jungle, with the predator right behind her. During the chase, it got cut by a trap she had set earlier. Naru picked up a spear and waited. The predator jumped down from a tree, going for a killing blow, but its hand got stuck in the tree trunk Naru attacked. It tried to block with its shield, but accidentally sliced off its own arm. As Naru moved in to finish it, the spear suddenly retracted, and the predator knocked her to the ground. Enraged, it launched a brutal assault. Naru could only dodge, though she managed to wound it. The attacks barely slowed it down. Naru spotted the swamp nearby and ran for it, but the predator grabbed her by the throat and slammed her into the ground. As it prepared to decapitate her with the shield, she forced herself into a narrow rock gap. The stones blocked the fatal blow. The predator roared and pushed the shield down with full force. Naru pressed her body lower. At the critical moment, she ripped out one of its teeth and stabbed it into its chest. She slipped out of the rocks and saw her dog waiting for her signal. She called out. The dog instantly understood and brought her the axe. Naru swung the axe into the predator's leg, then leapt onto its body, wrapping a rope tightly around its neck. The predator hurled her away, but it was already too late. As Naru pulled the rope, the predator was dragged into the swamp. The powerful force pulled it completely under. Just when Naru thought it was dead, the predator slowly emerged from the swamp, but she stayed calm, quietly urging it to fire. When the predator pulled the trigger, she secretly activated the mask's infrared targeting, aimed it at him. And the first predator to ever reach Earth was pierced through the head by its own weapon. Naru finally avenged her brother. When she returned to the tribe, she was named the bravest Comanche warrior. This girl is just participating in a friendly match, but her father warns her to leave right away because the athletes on the field aren't aiming for the championship. They're after Alita's priceless heart.
Alita, set up. You gotta get out of there. They're gonna kill you.
Which ones?
All of them!
Alita looks around and sure enough discovers everyone's out for blood, but she's not scared at all. Instead, she scans these small fries with a hint of mockery. As the countdown timer hits 0, the iron ball launches out instantly. To win the competition, contestants must grab the iron ball first, chase each other on a track full of traps and curves, try everything to stop their opponents and reach the finish line. But to everyone else, the competition results don't matter. As long as they can kill Alita first, they can get Vector's $1 million bounty. Alita knows these people mean business. After grabbing the iron ball, she mercilessly takes out the enemy closest to her, then ducks down, dodging the dual blade wielder's attack. Using the iron ball as a weapon, she smashes it hard on his head. With the crowd cheering from the sidelines, Alita looks totally in control, almost effortlessly, taking out the enemies blocking her path. As the match gets closer to the end, everyone quickly enters the no-holds-barred attack phase. Alita immediately throws the iron ball and quickly moves toward the finish line, but never expected the cyborg built specifically for competition would have powerful long-range attack abilities. Alita wasn't careful for a second and couldn't keep her balance, quickly getting pinned to the ground by the cyborg behind her. In this critical moment, Alita props herself up with one hand to slow down, making her opponent flip forward from the momentum. Then she takes the chance to leap up and take the lead again, but before she can catch her breath, enemy attacks come flying at her. Alita's had enough. She uses both hands to launch herself into the air, mercilessly taking out the cyborgs attacking from both sides. But just when the battle is heating up, her boyfriend Hugo suddenly calls Alita, saying he's being chased by bounty hunters on his way to watch the match. Planning to hide at the old church and meet up with Alita, Hugo's in danger, so Alita has no interest in fighting. She immediately breaks through the big screen, followed following the pipes rushing toward the old church. But the cyborg behind her has no intention of letting her go. Immediately aims at Alita and fires steel cables. The sewage pipe sprays wildly during the fight, making one of the cyborgs lose direction and fall off the building. Under cover of night, Alita speeds through the city, but accidentally gets her legs tangled by steel cables a woman threw before she can break free. The woman pulls the chains tight, completely controlling Alita. Just as the cyborg's cutting machine is about to strike, Alita instantly bursts out with powerful strength, breaking free from the restraints.
I thought you already took my vote.
Shut up.
My name is Charlie. Because I have eye cancer, in 6 hours I'm going to have my eye removed. But before I become blind, I have 3 wishes, and the most important one is...
He's going blind. It's his last chance to see a naked woman.
You're a woman? I bet under those clothes you're a naked one.
My first wish is to see the girl I like one last time. Dr. Morgan encouraged me to confess my feelings to her, but after preparing for so long, I only managed to say 1 sentence.
And I was slushy.
My second wish is to go speeding in a car.
Watch out!
What's going on?
Morgan just missed a turn. She's a terrible driver. No, we're on our way back now.
Hurry.
Okay.
Even though it only lasted a few minutes, it was already thrilling enough for me. As for my final wish, it's obviously a bit hard to say out loud.
No. No way.
He's going blind. It's his last chance to see a naked woman.
You're a woman? I bet under those clothes you're a naked one.
I'll slip you $50.
After being rejected, thinking about the blindness that was coming, I still didn't want to go back.
One more. No. We're done.
The surgery can't start without me.
Where are we going next? Yosemite, the Great Wall, the top of Everest is never going to be enough.
Claire, stop.
You can't pack a lifetime of things you're going to miss into one day. Your situation sucks, and it is unfair. But you know what? Life sucks, and it's unfair, and things end before we're ready. We are going back now.
With no other choice, I had to return to the hospital. Before the surgery, I tried hard to memorize my parents' faces. Just as I was overwhelmed with sadness, Dr. Morgan pulled the curtain around the bed. I thought you already took my vote.
Shut up.
At that moment, I no longer had any regrets.
We're bringing the patient down now. Vitals okay?
Temp might be a little up, but he's ready now.
A man suddenly sensed something terrifying getting closer, so he dropped to the ground and played dead. A figure slowly uncloaked and turned off its invisibility, then began scanning the surrounding creatures, finding no living prey, but it followed the trail of blood on the ground and found the man. The man was so scared he barely dared to breathe. Luckily, the predator couldn't detect his body heat. Deciding there was no threat, the predator turned to leave, but accidentally stepped on the man hidden behind a tree. Naru was relieved she hadn't been spotted, but her dog suddenly ran over. The predator immediately aimed its weapon at the dog. Just as it was about to fire, Naru's brother rushed in, knocking the predator's mask to the ground with a club. The predator still pulled the trigger, but the shot missed the dog and slammed into a tree instead. It fired a second shot at Taabe, but that also hit the tree. After the third shot, the mask suddenly shut down its infrared targeting, and Naru saw everything. She realized the predator's weapon could only hit what the infrared locked onto. By then, the predator had picked up its mask. Taabe fired an arrow from a distance, but it was blocked by a shield. Naru rushed out and pulled the trigger at the predator, but since it was her first time using a pistol, no bullet came out. She let out a scream to draw its attention, giving Taabe a chance to leap forward with his spear. He pierced straight through the predator's shoulder. After landing, he fired another arrow, but that kind of injury meant nothing to the predator. As long as it wasn't a headshot, it didn't matter. Meanwhile, Naru was loading gunpowder into the pistol, and Taabe was locked in close combat with the predator. After Taabe struck it with a blade, the predator suddenly turned invisible. As they searched for it, Tabe sensed it right behind him and warned Naru to run. The predator appeared behind Tabe, driving its claws straight through his body. Just as it was about to attack Naru, Tabe, with his last breath, stabbed it with a skull. Enraged, the predator raised its spear and impaled Taabe completely. When it turned back, Naru was already gone. Naru made it to the river and washed the blood off her body. She swore she would avenge her brother. She rested there until nightfall, with her dog silently staying by her side. The dog suddenly noticed something, so she peeked out to look. It was the hunter who had attacked them earlier. Naru was about to shoot him, but then came up with a perfect revenge plan. She rushed over and knocked him out with a rock.